All right, Robby, what's on your radar today?
Well, yesterday it was reported that Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, intends to purchase Parler, which is an alternative social media platform that purports to put free speech above all else. Kanye is in need of just such a platform after being kicked off Twitter and Instagram after he made anti-Semitic comments. He tweeted he was going to go to DEFCON 3 on Jewish people and suggested that Jews were participating in a vast conspiracy to silence him. His remarks made matters uncomfortable for some conservatives who have recently adopted Kanye as one of their own, following remarks he has made to conservative media, including an interview with Fox News' Tucker Carlson, in which he appeared to agree with some conservative talking points like the immorality of abortion. Many conservative figures have subsequently denounced him for making anti-Semitic comments, though Candace Owens, an influential right-wing media figure affiliated with Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire, has steadfastly defended Kanye. Watch this.
That was the tweet. And people subsequently demanded that the tweet be taken down for anti-Semitism. Now, if you are an honest person, you did not think this tweet was anti-Semitic. You did not think that he wrote this tweet because he hates or wants to genocide Jewish people. This does not represent the beginning of the Holocaust. That's if you're an honest person, you'll admit that. You will admit that.
So that's important context because Candace Owens' husband, George Farmer, is the CEO of Parler. Seriously. Farmer is ecstatic about his company's new ownership, I would believe. In a statement, he said, Ye is making a groundbreaking move into the free speech media space. We'll never have to fear being removed from social media again. Once again, Ye proves that he is one step ahead of the legacy media narrative. So the conservative commentator Dave Rubin, who's active on the YouTube competitor Rumble, thinks Ye might have even been trying to get himself banned from Twitter and other social media sites because it helps put a cherry on top of this deal with Candace Owens' husband. Rubin notes that he's totally supportive of alternative platforms, but Kanye is, quote, just bananas. So I don't always agree with Dave Rubin, but on this subject, yeah, I strongly agree. Alternative platforms are good and important, especially because the main platforms, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, have frequently proven deficient when it comes to free speech and have chosen to censor and silence conservative, libertarian, contrarian, even leftist voices in favor of blandly reinforcing whatever mainstream consensus the media prefers. It's not always big tech's fault, of course. Major companies have the Biden administration breathing down their neck, frequently putting pressure on them to make terrible speech-related decisions on subjects like COVID, Hunter Biden, and so much else. But big tech has proven itself remarkably susceptible to soft pressure campaigns from government actors, and alternative sites who tell the government to take a hike would be welcome disruptors in this space. But to become serious competitors, these upstarts need to practice basic, professional business practices, and that's a bar that Parler has frequently failed to clear. In fact, the site let me down yesterday. After the Kanye news became public, Parler's comms team sent an email about it to interested members of the media, VIPs, and sympathetic voices. Quote, "We appreciate all your support and partnership in the fight for free speech, and we look forward to your involvement in this monumental new chapter," it read. Here's the problem. Parler's comms team failed to use blind carbon copy, the email function in which you hide the other email addresses so that people receiving the email can't spam each other. I know they failed because I was one of those email addresses and I was on a chain of emails about it. Now, this is very, very basic professional behavior and critically an important practice for organizations that purport to value the privacy of their users. Parler totally failed. I can see all the email addresses of various persons it tried to contact. Those, of course, raise questions about whether Parler can be trusted with users' personal information. A scary and relevant proposition because at one point, the site was requiring users to submit their social security numbers in order to sign up. Insane. In a statement to me, Parler acknowledged the mistake and apologized. In the excitement, we inadvertently included your email address in the CC field instead of the BCC field. To say we're highly embarrassed is an understatement. It saddens us that one or more of the email recipients would opt to share screenshots of the mistake on social media. We offer our greatest apologies. We value all of our VIPs, and as a platform that highly esteems privacy, we are truly sorry. We appreciate your ongoing support and would never deliberately make such a mistake, and we have immediately taken measures to ensure this never happens again. I better not. Here's the bottom line, though. Conservatives, libertarians, contrarians are not wrong to seek alternative platforms that offer actual protection for free speech and for independent thought. If major tech companies are moving in lockstep with the mainstream media and the federal government, the effort to foster actual competition more important than ever. We also need to demand more from alternatives, including very basic stability, privacy, and competence. Is that what Kanye West is offering Parler? Somehow, I doubt it.
Yeah. So
were you on these email threads?
I was not.
Ryan Grimm was, and he joked that, well, you've all been involuntarily signed up for my newsletter. And he was joking, but I did get signed up for, there was someone on that list who I do not like, and I've never received an email from them, and sure enough, like 5 seconds later, I started getting their newsletter. I unsubscribed. I despise this person.
So look, apart from those kind of privacy concerns, I do think that this is a thing that a lot of these new companies have to face. There is a lot of legitimate criticism of the kind of established social media companies. I have joined it. It is true. It is also the case that sometimes their failures are because there's a big administrative lift to doing what they do, with millions, sometimes billions of users having to regulate what's going on there in a way that makes it actually a place that people want to be and to use without seeming like you've done these overreaches. And I think that the most kind of measured, substantive critiques of a lot of these platforms acknowledges that some kind of regulation is necessary, so it's not just a porn farm, but that there needs to be more transparency and consistency about how these regulatory decisions get made. I think that's the fundamental thing. And when you look to these news sites, what you're seeing is that there's like nothing. Yeah. It's a wild, wild west, and it's a little bit of a be careful what you wish for situation. The other part of this that is exposed, and I'm hesitant to use the word grift, but this implication from Dave Rubin that maybe Kanye was intentionally trying to get himself booted off the app because it's a good look for Parler to be able to say, I was canceled, but look, Parler allows me to be here. There was a similar argument, a similar thing that was maybe happening with Kanye West, who got JP Morgan into their banking relationship with Kanye, and Candace Owens is also attached to this conservative bank that's supposed to be an anti-woke bank. And that bank has also had these kinds of problems where they haven't had the requisite security to protect people's financial information, and it's been tumbling and falling because of those kinds of reasons. And it's just to show like wokeness is not an organizing principle in and of itself, or anti-wokeness is not an organizing principle in and of itself. There's got to be a little bit more there.
No, 100%. And I can point to things that are doing a good job of both having principles that I like. So Substack is a great example of a platform that has been clear about its principles, and those principles I am aligned with them. But also, it seems to be. Obviously, I don't know intricately it's all of its workings, but it seems to be a very competent, bold company that is making good decisions. Maybe that's true of Rumble. I know Rumble less well, but I like what they're trying to do, and it seems to be going well. So there are positive examples in this space, certainly. I don't know that Parler's one of them. I don't know that Kanye West is going to improve it. These are some fundamental issues, and conservatives, who are very, again, right, as you agree, people who've rightly fired up about some of these bad decisions. Yes, I so agree with it. Anti-wokeness, not an organizing principle. You need basic competence. You need your thing to not suck. It can be anti-woke and also not suck. Please.
Yeah, I believe, and we do need these kinds of platforms. So I really hope people figure this kind of a thing out. I'm not sure that Parler is it. We'll have more rising for you right after this.